You're not attracting what you want. You're attracting what already vibrates within you. A deep spiritual and scientific guide to manifestation through identity. Rise and transform. There is a silent truth that many have yet to fully grasp. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you energetically are. You can declare your desires 1,000 times. You can fill notebooks with positive intentions. You can repeat affirmations in front of the mirror each morning. But if deep inside you are still vibrating with doubt, if your heart beats in the frequency of not yet, if your emotions contradict your words, the universe won't respond to your sentences. It will respond to your state of being, because manifestation is not a game of words. It is a language of vibration, and vibration is silent, but powerful beyond measure. Imagine trying to plant roses with your hands, while your heart is exhaling thorns. No matter how beautiful the seed, if the soil, your inner state, is filled with fear or lack, the garden will reflect it. You see, the universe isn't listening to what you write, chant, or wish. It's tuning in to your energetic signature, the invisible frequency you carry with you, in your thoughts, your emotions, your breath, even when you say nothing at all. This is the great cosmic mirror. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you already embody. So today, I invite you to stop asking with your mouth and start aligning with your soul, because what you're calling into your life is already waiting for the version of you that dares to believe it's done, not from lack, but from remembrance, not from craving, but from certainty, not from need, but from identity. That's when creation begins to accelerate. That's when reality starts moving, not because you asked, but because you finally became. You can repeat your affirmations every morning and night. You can visualize your dream life in vivid detail. See yourself already living it, walking through it, tasting its joy. You can write powerful declarations in golden journals, burn candles, chant mantras, hold crystals, and follow every sacred ritual. But if your internal frequency is still rooted in fear, if what you're broadcasting to the universe is soaked in anxiety, scarcity, or unworthiness, then what you receive will be a perfect match to that vibration. Not more abundance, not your dream reality, but more reasons to doubt, more mirrors of your fear, more doors that seem to lead nowhere, because the universe is not responding to your rituals. It's responding to your inner alignment, to the emotional climate that lives within you when no one is watching. The law is not cruel, it's precise. It doesn't punish, it mirrors. You're not being rejected, you're being reflected. And that reflection is showing you what still lives inside of you. So ask yourself honestly, what version of me is being amplified into the world right now? Who am I energetically, beyond my words, beyond my wants? Because you can wear a mask of confidence, but if your subconscious is vibrating with lack, that lack becomes your point of attraction. It's like shouting, "I am ready," while your soul whispers, "I am not enough." And the universe hears the whisper. So this is not about doing more. It's about being more coherent. It's not about adding rituals. It's about subtracting contradiction. True manifestation is not about asking from emptiness. It's about declaring from wholeness. You see, when you say, "I want to heal," you are acknowledging that your current energy still identifies with illness. And so, what you keep energizing is the illness. When you say, "I want prosperity," you are unknowingly affirming that prosperity is absent, and that absence becomes your dominant frequency. When you say, "I want love," it may sound beautiful, But if it comes from an emotional wound, from the echo of past heartbreaks or unmet needs, then what you are projecting isn't love. It's longing. It's nostalgia. It's a vibration of separation. Intention is powerful, yes, but what gives it wings is where it comes from. The universe doesn't respond to the words you use. It responds to the truth behind them, to the vibration your body emits when no one is around, to the emotional signature you carry when you look at yourself in the mirror each morning, to the way your heart feels when you speak of your dreams, to the silence between your affirmations, where your real beliefs live. This is not about blaming yourself. This is about awakening, because you are not broken. You're simply programmed with beliefs you didn't choose, wounds you didn't ask for, narratives you inherited silently. But here's the miracle. What was installed without your awareness can be transformed with your consciousness. You don't need to deserve change. You only need to remember that you were never your fears. You were just taught to identify with them. Your subconscious mind, that silent director behind the scenes, is responsible for more than 90% of your life. It stores your past, your beliefs, your wounds, your patterns. It decides how you react, how you interpret, and how you choose. It writes the script, even when you think you're improvising. But here's what most people don't realize. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined with emotion. It accepts whatever is repeated, especially if it's soaked in feeling, as truth. So when you say, "I am abundant," but deep inside, you still feel like you're not enough, your subconscious keeps broadcasting the old frequency the frequency of lack. That's why change doesn't come from words alone. It comes from new emotions, new experiences, new choices. Transformation begins when you stop rehearsing the past and start rehearsing the future, not as a wish, but as a state of being. You are not what happened to you. You are what you decide to believe starting now. So repeat your affirmations, yes, but not just with your mouth. Let your body believe them. Let your nervous system relax into them. Let your cells feel them as a new reality. If you say, "I am free," but your breath shortens, your chest tightens, and your body prepares for stress, then the message isn't landing. Your vibration is still rooted in fear. The universe doesn't answer what you say out loud. It answers what lives in your vibration. When you close your eyes, when you're alone with your thoughts, when your soul speaks louder than your voice, it responds to the feeling that stays after the silence, to the emotion behind your words, to the energetic echo you leave in the field even without knowing. That is your true message. That is your real prayer. And that is what the universe will mirror back. What was once programmed into you without your permission can now be rewritten with your awareness. You are not a prisoner of your past identity. You are the conscious author of your next chapter. Every thought you choose today is a seed. Every word you repeat with conviction is a brush stroke on the canvas of your new identity. Every emotion you decide to embody, gratitude, certainty, peace, joy, becomes the vibration that builds the architecture of your future. This is not about pretending. This is about remembering that you were not created to beg for your dreams. You were designed to embody them. Retraining your identity isn't about faking it until you make it. It's about feeling it until you become it. You were born with purpose. You were shaped for expansion, and you were wired to create realities from within. Real transformation doesn't happen when the world gives you what you want. It happens when you begin to live as the one who already received it. That's the frequency that opens doors. That's the energy that makes the invisible inevitable. And science agrees. Neuroscience has proven that the brain doesn't know the difference between an experience that's real and one that is vividly imagined with powerful emotion. So when you visualize with intensity, when you feel your future before it arrives, your brain starts wiring new neural pathways. Your identity begins to shift. Your biology starts matching your vision. Add to that the wisdom of the heart, which produces an electromagnetic field, thousands of times stronger than the brain. And we now have the formula: emotion plus intention equals aligned manifestation. This isn't magic. This is science infused with soul. When your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions align, you become a magnetic field of coherence, a signal that the universe cannot ignore. Every morning, before the world tells you who to be, before you open your phone, check the news, or look in the mirror, pause, close your eyes, and remember who you truly are. Place your hand over your heart and declare, "My energy already contains what I desire. My vibration is already aligned with who I am becoming. I am a conscious magnet for everything that belongs to me by divine right." Don't say it from hope. Say it from truth. Say it from the knowing that you are the vessel, and what you seek is already seeking you. Let every word land in your body like a soft flame. Let each affirmation move from your mind into your cells. Let your breath become the signal that says, "I'm ready, I'm open, I am already there." Because you are not waiting for your future. Your future is waiting for you to vibrate as it. Visualize not to escape your life, but to code a new one. Feel it so deeply that your body begins to memorize the sensation of a reality that hasn't even arrived, yet already feels like home. Why? Because in another plane, it already exists. And the more you embody it now, the faster the world around you starts to reshape itself to match your new internal architecture. Think of a potter shaping clay. A young student once asked the potter, "How do you know what you're going to make before you even start?" The potter smiled and said, "I don't know it with my mind. I know it with my hands. If I doubt, the clay breaks. But when I move with certainty, everything takes form. That's how life works. If you shape it from doubt, it shatters. But if you shape it from certainty, it flows. Stop chasing. Stop waiting. Stop begging the sky to give you permission to rise. Because the moment you stop seeking signs and start becoming one dash, the universe takes notice. You are not a spectator of your destiny. You are a co-creator of it. You are not here to merely observe miracles. You are here to embody them. And here's a truth few will tell you. God does not plant dreams in empty souls. He plants them in those who are ready to remember their power. So don't ask for proof. Become the proof. Don't wait for a door to open. Become the key. Faith is not just believing something will happen. It's acting as if it already has. When your feet walk in alignment with your vision, when your choices match your soul's highest timeline, creation responds, not with promises, but with evidence. The new life you've been praying for is not lost in the distance. It's right here, waiting for you to show up as the version of you that no longer needs to be convinced. That's when miracles unfold, not from desperation, but from divine identity. The universe doesn't deliver what you wish for. It delivers what you consistently hold as true. And when your frequency matches your vision, when your emotional tone sings the same note as your dream. Reality has no choice but to shift in your favor. This is not about forcing outcomes. This is about remembering alignment. It's about vibrating with such certainty, such presence, such unwavering faith, that you stop waiting for something to change, and you become the change itself. So let this truth settle in your soul. You're not here to attract from effort. You're here to vibrate from identity. You're not here to chase your vision. You're here to embody it until it becomes undeniable. You're not waiting for a new life. Your new life is waiting for you. To rise, to align, to remember, because your energy is your message. Your emotion is the password. Your conviction is the door. And when you knock with the frequency of certainty, that door cannot stay closed. So say it with your whole being. Not from hope, but from presence. I already am the reality I used to dream of. Feel it. Breathe it. Walk with it. Let the world feel the quiet power of someone who no longer doubts their path, because the greatest signal you'll ever send is who you choose to be when no one's watching. Declare it now in the comments. I already am the reality I was waiting for. Subscribe, activate the bell, and share this message with the souls who are ready to wake up. Here, at Rise and Transform, we don't just wish. We remember. We don't ask for alignment. We become it. We don't wait for transformation. We are the transformation. Because when you change your frequency, everything begins to find you. Everything.